Today, we begin our search for the Grimmr Evangelium. This is what we know. There's no physical evidence that the book exists. All we have is anecdotal evidence and second-hand information pertaining to the book. The book, while appearing to be a grimoire, seems to also be sentient. Along with being a spell book, it could also contain some sort of code inside. Anyone who comes into contact with the book usually ends up regretting it. The following are excerpts from the recordings of criminal psychologist Randall Geis. Geis would encounter the Grimmr Evangelium after interviewing Michael Wilhelm Bellamy, after Bellamy executed his entire family with a shotgun, stacking their remains in the bathtub before turning himself into police, still covered in their blood. This is Randall Geis, professor of criminal psychology with Pepperdine University. Today I'll be interviewing Michael Wilhelm Bellamy. Mr. Bellamy was convicted on 4 counts of murder. His victim's wife, Deborah Bellamy, 2 sons, Jacob and Eli, and daughter, Dorothy. They were killed on April 1st, 1985. Bellamy is what we would describe as a family annihilator. It's believed that Bellamy suffers from dissociative identity disorder, answering only to the name Oda. How much of this was a ruse intended for an insanity plea is uncertain. Are you Michael Wilhelm Bellamy? No, I am Oda, king of the 6th heaven, but I am currently inhabiting Michael Wilhelm Bellamy. May I talk to him? I'm afraid that won't be possible. Bellamy is trapped in the forest of the 6th heaven, falsely believing he'll find his wife and children there. Are they there? In the forest? No, they are gone. Why did you kill them? I had no hand in it. Bellamy killed them after I revealed the truth to him. He saved them from the war. And what war would that be? The final war between Weiss and Karuru, the descending of ash, the sea of red, the return to nothing. How did you come to know Michael Wilhelm Bellamy? The Grimmr Evangelium appeared before him, and they summoned me. So this Grimmr Evangelium is like you? No, the Grimmr Evangelium is the word that brings forth everything, written with blood and bound in flesh. Within its pages, man calls on the divinities, like myself. So Mr. Bellamy summoned you with a spell book. Well, it's true that he used its words to summon me, but that he would do so was already written in its pages. So Bellamy had no choice. None of you do. Everything that ever was or ever will be was written in the Grimmr Evangelium long ago, at the dawn of man, inside the Church of the Skull. That's when man became a suitable vessel for the divinities. You revealed this information about this coming war to Mr. Bellamy, knowing that he would kill his family as a result. I had no other choice. Because it's written. I had to end up here with you, Randall Geis. And what do you mean by that? You'll see soon enough. I woke up at 1:41 a.m., the silhouette of a man hanging from the ceiling. I called the prison where they informed me that they just found Michael Wilhelm Bellamy dead in his cell, a noose crafted from sheets. I suppose he finally made it out of the woods. After sinking into the chair behind my desk, I opened the bottom left drawer and discovered a very old book had been placed on the top of my files. I suppose that if you've been listening to my recordings, then you already know the book. I've made 7 attempts to destroy or dispose of the book, including fire and burial. It keeps returning. shown it to several colleagues, but all they see is a Spider-Man comic. I understand that it wants me to read it. Oda wants me to summon him, but I refuse. So I'm loading the shotgun and climbing into the bathtub. Elaine, I'm sorry, but I won't be making it for dinner tomorrow.